Hello everybody, happy Tuesday crafternoon. It is Tuesday, July the 6th. Holy cow. Today is welcoming in the brand new I keep wanting to say that, January through April mini catalog and the January online exclusives. So as you guys find me in your newsfeed, I know I'm throwing myself off. Being here on a Tuesday afternoon, it feels so weird. We have so many fun things to share today. I was like, where do I even begin? So first and foremost, if you like to keep in touch with me, if this is the first time that you're seeing me and you'd like to keep in touch, go ahead and join my e-newsletter. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. You'll want to use your smartphone, open up the camera, point it to the QR code. It'll take you right to the page where you need to go to sign up for it. It'll just ask for your name and your email. Go ahead and send it through, and the rest is history. And then you're all set to go. Also, as of today, everything that we're showing is available in my online store. I appreciate every order, and I like to reward you guys when you do shop with me. We'll get into that in just a minute. Also, if you decide that you would like to get a discount on things, of course, I have my own shopping list here and a pen. Make sure you grab that because we're going to go through the catalog together and show you the items that I have on hand to give you maybe a better idea to help you make some decisions on the fun things that you're going to want out of the new spring catalog. But if you'd like to get a discount on everything, you'll want to go ahead and scan that right there. That'll take you to a place where it'll explain everything on how to join our group, the Chalet Stampers, and how to get a discount on all of your purchases. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go through just a couple of things really super quick. Just to mention, if you're not part of my YouTube channel, go ahead and go to YouTube, look up Dawn's Creative Chalet, hit the bell and the subscribe. That way you'll get all the notifications whenever I upload to YouTube. And I'll be putting this on my blog later today too, as far as the replay of the Facebook Live. Also my blog, dawnscreativechalet.com. And as far as upcoming events, I have the catalog kickoff in person this Thursday, then my creative card class next Thursday, and then the Thursday following, so 3 Thursdays in a row. The third Thursday, we're going to have our product inclusive class. It's going to be with the Made with Love suite of product. Basically, love Valentine's Day, all that stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun this month. So if you're experiencing the holiday blahs like I am after Christmas is over, right? I feel like I'm in like a fog or something, but anyway, it's nice to be able to treat yourself now, right? You've been working so hard for the holidays for everybody else to enjoy. Now do something for yourself. Come and stamp with us. We'd love to have you. Also, another reason why you're going to want to shop this month, not only are there new products, but Stampin' Up! Has also decided to offer us some bonus days coupons. And just to refresh your memory, in case you're not really sure what these are, for every $50 that you spend at my online store, you'll receive a $5 coupon. In fact, I tried this morning. I placed an order and it was like almost immediate after I pushed the submit button to my order. Stampin' Up! Emailed me with my coupon codes. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you put that email in a very safe spot. Hey, Evelyn. Hello. Happy Tuesday, crafternoon. But anyway, put those coupon codes in a very safe spot. Flag them. That's what I do when I don't want to delete an email. I put a little flag on it because I cannot retrieve them for you. Hey, Mary Jo. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, crafternoon. Happy new catalog, new product day. So anyway, yeah. So make sure that you save those in a very safe spot. I can't get them back for you. I don't think Stampin' Up! Can either for you. So if they're gone, they're gone. Anyway, you're going to collect those all the month of January while you're shopping, getting all the things that you want. And then starting on February 3rd, you can redeem those coupons. So you can either spend them all at once in February, or if you want to use them on several different orders in February, but make sure you use the coupons in February by the 28th. Otherwise, they will poof, and then there'll be no more. And then you'd be sad. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, bundle of the month. The video tutorial. It's beautiful. I've teamed up with 15 other demonstrators. We put this beautiful tutorial together for you. And this is my gift to you. If you place a $75 minimum order in my online store. Wow. Why do I have this problem every time I get online? I don't know. Anyway, so if you would like to collect this, I know some of you are collecting this every month with me. I appreciate you so much. And this is a beautiful gift to give back to you for supporting me and my business. So it's a video tutorial class featuring the Nature's Symphony. This is just a teaser. The Nature Symphony bundle, which is in the brand new mini catalog, which we're going to check out here in just a little bit. And it's a $30 value, and it's my gift to you for the $75 minimum order before shipping and tax. Along with that, you're going to collect a bonus day coupon for that as well. And you're also collecting the Stampin' rewards. So it's a really great time right now for both customers and demonstrators to order. Now, also speaking of the $75 mark, just really quick, you guys. So when I placed my order today, I seen the brand new product of the month. So every month, Stampin' Up! Is doing something a little bit different since we aren't doing celebration any longer. And for an order of $75 or more, you can choose to get the product of the month for just $5. And it's super easy to do. When you're in there and filling your cart, you'll see this little graph or a chart. I guess I'll call it a graph. And as you meet to the minimum of the $75 mark, it will let you know. You click on it to add it to your cart. So if you spend the $75 minimum at the online store, you get the opportunity to purchase the product of the month one time. The system's keeping track of it because they're going by your email. Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, this is the January product of the month. So brand new stamp set. I just printed it off like really super quick just to show you guys here. I know I believe I posted it in on Facebook. But anyway, and then also there is this left too. So if you decide instead that you would rather get this, these are leftover. So for 1 month, they'll put the leftover in, and then you can choose if you like to purchase it. So right now, True Blue Florals is also available. You can only choose one. You cannot purchase both. It just gives you one choice per month. And if this is gone mid-month, then it's gone for good. They're not going to bring it back anymore. So anyway, just want to let you know that. And then just a reminder really quick, a paper pumpkin coming up. The deadline is on the 10th, which is in 4 days. If you'd like to get the special delivery paper pumpkin kit, even the box is gorgeous. Like I'm a sucker for packaging, right? And then, of course, if you are a subscriber with Paper Pumpkin, you can purchase these. There's the item number right there to purchase for the next 3 months of kits. These will coordinate with them. So, all right. So I just feel like weird if I don't go through something. I know every time I get on here, it feels like I'm talking. Now, the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about, I'm going to see if this will show. Hey, I think it does. Sweet. Okay, so we have 3 new kits that were introduced today for the month of January that are being added to the kits collection. So we have Adopt a Pet, we have the Butterfly Garden Kit, and we also have the Lots to Love Kit. This is no stamping. In fact, let me just show you here. Let me bring this up. This is really cute. I can't remember now if I did order this. I don't remember. It is item 167256, and it's $15, no stamping. And then we have the Butterfly Garden Kit. I'll bring that up so you can see it a little closer here. There we go. The Butterfly Garden Kit does have a small stamp set that accompanies with it. And it looks like, what is that? I don't know, it's blue. Misty Moonlight. Whoops. there's the stamp set. Whoops, let's go back here again. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so anyway, this is the Butterfly Garden Kit. It's $24. It does include a stamp set with an ink spot. And I think it's really, really cute. And then we have our last one. We're gonna back it up here and go to Lots of Love. This is a non-stamping kit. And the item number on this one is 167263. It is $15, and you'll be making 9 cards total, 3 each of 3 designs. Very cute, right? Super cute. So I just want to show you guys those because obviously I don't have them yet. They just became available today, but I wanted you to be able to see them and so that you know what to look for in the online store. So you want to, at the top on the search, type in Kits Collection and then choose Newest on the right-hand side for the search engine. So you'll get these 3 kits right in front of you. And again, in case you're watching the replay later, if you want to get any of those kits, go ahead and stop it at this point and write down those item numbers for that. Let's see. Okay, onward, upward. I'm hoping I'm going to get through this as quick as I can because I know, you guys probably have things to do too, but this is going to be fun. I'm so excited. So, mini catalog, online exclusives are now live. Woohoo! All these new things. So I have things surrounding me right now. So much. So let's go through the online exclusives. Now, I don't have everything, obviously. I wish I could afford every single thing, but I just can't. I don't know. Anyway, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the lovely arrangements. Now, we've used this in my online or my Facebook Lives. And I have let's see here. I have all my stamps in a container, in 2 containers right now. I'm trying to figure out the best way to reorganize with the new packaging. So please forgive me because I put these in alphabetical order, not in order of what I was going to show you today. But anyway, so this might be a little awkward. I'm not sure. I was like, you know what? We're just going to wing it and see what happens. So lovely arrangements. This is considered an online exclusive. In fact, we worked with this yesterday. So it's a bundle. Actually, it's a suite of product. And then also in the suite, we also have the embellishments, which I've been using, which are beautiful. And then we also have the paper. Oh, I forgot to grab all the ribbons. I knew I'd forget something. I knew it. And then this is the designer series paper. What's really cool about the paper, sorry, I'm moving around a lot, so I'm kind of fading in and out here. Let me show you guys something. I know I've sliced into this packet, but there are a couple of sheets where they have, I don't know what you want to call them, blocks of paper. So you can cut them and use them as focal points on your cards. So you can make some really super fast cards. In fact, I was thinking about doing a Facebook Live on this pretty soon. Here are some larger ones. So that's kind of cool, right? It makes it super easy for you to whip up some cards to either for yourself or for your BFF, give as a gift. But otherwise, here are the patterns in the paper. The colors in this are crumb cake, cloud cover, old olive, pecan pie, and secret sea. I love, love, love. Hello, Laura. Oh, no problem. Hey, I appreciate you popping on. We should just skip work altogether, huh? Oh, I'm a bad influence. Okay, so anyway, that is the, oops, I just had something fall. Temper. Sorry about that, guys. I'm also going to grab the ribbon, if I can, because the ribbon is beautiful. It's cloud cover. This is also in the suite of product. It is stunning. This is like one of my favorite colors. And I'm normally not a blue person, but it's kind of like a blue-gray, kind of, sort of. But anyway, so that is part of it, and it matches, of course, perfectly. This is why I fell in love with Stampin' Up!, the coordination of all the products. Then, of course, you have your embellishment, and then you have your paper, and then, yeah. And, of course, the bundle. So anyway, that is designated as a online exclusive. And I've posted this so you guys can look through it. For a while, Stampin' Up! Was not making these little, I want to call them booklets, pamphlets, more like a booklet, really, as far as when we come out with new online exclusives. I tell you what, we stressed and stressed to them that we're very visual, and we need something to look at. You know, it just makes life easier. I'm looking for a rubber band, and I'm not finding it. Yeah, this is going well. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Anyway, onward. So it's a beautiful suite of product, and it's one of my favorites. And, you know, like I've said in the past, some of the online exclusives have hit me even more so like, oh, I have to have that, even more so than the mini catalog. Although this time, it was kind of like half and half. Like I kind of fell in love with a lot of stuff. But anyways, you look through it, you'll find a lot of fun things. They also break it down so if you don't want to purchase a suite of product, you can purchase whether it's just the stamp set or just the dies or just the embellishment or just the ribbon. Also, I thought that there was, let me see here, just a moment. Yes, there is also a scrapbooking kit. And they didn't really list it here, so I hunted for it. So I think it was just an error of not including it. So this is also kind of, ooh, that's like really big, isn't it? This is part of that suite as well, I would say, because it has the Lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper in it and the colors of it. So this is a kit. I've been purchasing all the kits and putting them together. I just haven't put pictures on them yet, but I'm trying to keep up with all the kits because this way, if they're done, all I do have to do is get some pictures developed really quick, like over at Walgreens, and then just put the pictures in place. But I'm really, you know, this is where actually my journey started with paper crafting quite a few years back, like in the times of high school. I know I'm a little old, but this is where I started with my paper crafting journey. And I just fell in love with pretty paper. But I love these kits. They have step-by-step color instructions on them, and they're just simply gorgeous. So I wanted to show you that kit. And by the way, we're going to be like QVC. The item number on this is, maybe I'll find it, maybe not. Oh, here it is, here it is. 167161. So if you're wanting to grab that, it's beautiful. It has all the same colors, and this is a designer series paper. And it's called Currently Loving. Okay, what else did I want to show you guys? Oh, these here. So I know Evelyn probably got this set. It's all about horses. She has some horses. The other thing, oh, I want to show you these too, which I probably did show during an unboxing. So these, what are they called? Covered flowers. Covered in flowers. So these are punch outs and they're white. So you can color them with your blending brushes, or if you wanted to with aqua painter, or just putting like Winkostella on them would be really pretty. But just another way to have some die cuts that you don't have to die cut, which I think is kind of cool. And you get, I think 2, or is it just 1? Nope, it is just 1. And this is item number, first of all, they're called Covered in Flowers, and it's item 167197. There we go. If you're looking into those. And I think they would go with a lot of different things that I'll be showing you guys. Let's see, what else is, oh, this here, the Splash of Sparkles. Let's see if I can find that one in the pile of stuff. Oh, maybe I didn't grab it. See, there's just too much stuff. Okay. It looks like... No, that's not it either. Oh my goodness, I thought I had gotten that one. I don't know, guys. I know, I know it's got to be here. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do this. So at least you can see it. So this is Splash of Sparkles. Just give you little snippets, a little tease of the paper itself. It's item 167200. It's designated again as an online exclusive, and it has hints of gold in it. That seems to be very, very trendy. And look at this one. Very cool. I haven't had a chance to play with it. Obviously, it's hiding. It's playing hide and seek on me. But I love to grab up all the designer series papers so I can see the colors, get familiar with them, and what I can use with them to mix and match with other products between the mini catalogs and the older sets that I have, all that fun stuff. And these are the colors that are in this pack of designer series paper. And it is considered a specialty designer paper because it has the gold accents in it. So it's a little bit more. It's $16.50 for this particular pack of paper, but I love it. I think it's really colorful and a lot of fun. That iridescent just gets me. I'm like, oh, I love that so much. Let's see. What else do I have to show you guys? Oh yeah, the good luck and the seasonal celebrations. Let's go ahead and pull that out. In fact, I did have this out and then I put it away. So, oh, that's okay. Let's just go ahead and do the stamp sets here. So, good luck. I wasn't going to get this, but then I thought, you know what, it's always kind of fun, I don't know, to play with St. Patrick's Day and the whole thing of just good luck in general. And then, of course, you know, you have graduations and things like that. So, this is just a standalone stamp set. I thought it was really cute. This gets me. I just like it a lot. And I think this would be cute to stamp on top and emboss in gold. You know, all that fun stuff. And I like this one. Lucky to be friends. This is cute. But anyway, so that's the good luck. That is also an online exclusive. And let's see here. We also need seasonal celebrations. I did grab that one up. I wasn't going to, but then when I seen the images, I was like, you know, kind of really dig that. So let's go ahead and check that one out. This again is a standalone stamp set. And I like that there's a graduation cap. It seems like I always need that, and then I don't have anything for graduation purposes. This is really cute. In fact, I have a couple cards. I need to pull them out to show you guys some inspiration with this stuff. I think my head is just going faster than, I don't know. My brain's spinning. There's just so many fun things to show you. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. So I have a box of cards. Look at this. And I'm still waiting on swaps. Oh my goodness. So let's show you guys. I was talking about Lovely Blossoms. So let's show you those. And also, I didn't get it, but there is, let's see here. Okay, here it is. There it is. So I wanted to show you guys this. So this is from, whoa, Timber. Seasonal Celebrations. That's the bunny. So she used some of the Easter products from the mini catalog, and this was made by Mary Ellen Stites. So I gotten a few swap cards back, not as many as I was hoping to before today. But anyway, I just think that that's stinking adorable. Isn't that cute? And that's from Seasonal Celebrations. So there's a little face in there to make the bunny face. And yeah, I love it. I think it's adorable. So pretty. And then also, as far as the Lovely Blossoms, let me just show you guys a few cards here, because I have a couple. And there's this one here. Whoops. I wish my table was bigger. I'm just laughing at myself because there's so much stuff on this table right now. Aren't these cute? Like, I love this paper. And again, it's called Lovely Blossoms. And then the Lovely Arrangements bundle and those embellishments that I was just showing you. And then check this out. The background of that I want to call it the dot background, polka dot thing. I think it looks so cool as a background on a card. And then there's this one. And then, not yesterday, the day before, all the days are blending, we did these. So I used some designer paper that's in the mini catalog, but we used the stamp set of Lovely Arrangements. So we did those. This was the Stack and Shuffle. And yeah, I think that was all of those. Now I did have a swap back from a team member with a bundle that's in here. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't want to bury it because it's so cool and she did so much work on it. So this one here, I think is called Fragrant Layers. This was designed by Debbie, and I love it. It's so pretty, but she had to do a lot of die cutting on that. And that is also an online exclusive. And gosh, I thought that there was another, now I'm not finding it, but anyway, so that for the most part are the online exclusives that I have. And I wanted to show you guys those. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put all this stuff. Let's go ahead and dive into the mini catalog. Oh, thank you, Laura. By the way, you guys, I forgot completely about it. So if you do share my video, I have a little gift for you. So I need to put Laura's name down. So you got to share the video. And if you do, I have a 2026 calendar I'm going to send you. All right, I just wrote your name down, Laura. Thank you. In fact, I'm going to show you guys how to make these as well, but I made some really pretty calendars. Aren't they cool? And they're a stand-up calendar for your desk. And I think I hid the one that's actually not in its packaging already, but these are ready to go and mail out to you. So, Laura, you're going to get a stand-up calendar for your desk at work. How fun is that? Okay, so let's go through the catalog here. We're going to go pretty quick because I don't have everything. I have a bit, but I don't have everything. So I talked about the kits a little while ago. So here's actually a better teaser of the kits, the brand new kits as of today that were added to the kits collection. So we have the Adopt a Pet and this one, oh my gosh, I already forgot the name of it. Lots of Love. And I don't think they showed the other one here. This was last month. But so I just think that their kits are getting better and better. Oh, thank you, Laura. Yep, you'll have one for your desk. So let's talk about some more scrapbooking kits. There's Love Story. And again, just like the other kit that I showed you that was an online, this is something that's featured in our mini catalog. So these kits make 3 double page or 2-page spreads. So everything that's in here will make what you see with all the instructions and all that good stuff. And this is item number 167078. So if you're getting into the scrapbooking thing, these are great because I've kind of been, thank you, Evelyn. You're going to get a calendar. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm going to write Evelyn's name down too. Yay. Thank you, you guys. So Evelyn's going to get a pretty calendar as well. But anyway, they make these beautiful spreads. And so once again, it's a totally different concept for me because I was always used to designing my pages to the pictures I had at hand in front of me. And I could take hours trying to figure out colors and how I'm going to design it and what's the layout going to look like, all those things. These, you get it done. They've done all that work for you, and they're all color coordinated. They're beautiful. They have, like, for instance, this big heart here. It's like a big punch out that's in the kit, and so are these letters. You don't have to sit there and die cut all this stuff. It's already done in that big arrow. Isn't that cute? I just love this stuff. And then we go on to Exploring Nature. And again, it's another beautiful kit that I have on hand here. The item number for Exploring Nature is 166934. So again, you guys, if you're starting to get into it, if you have a grandbaby, or you have a, I don't know, maybe you want to scrapbook your horse. All the things, all the journeys you've gone through with your pet, or I don't know, just multitude of different things. Putting one together and giving it to your BFF and saying, here, just put the pictures in place. Or maybe you've gone on a special trip, things like that. And speaking of, this one would be perfect. This is called Beach Days, or Beach Time, excuse me. It's item 166843, and these kits are $36. And I tell you what, they are worth every penny. In fact, I'm surprised they're not more, because once again, basically you have some cutting instructions, but all of the elements for your pages are already there. They're either cardstock stickers or punch outs, perforated type thingamabobbies, and then you're set to go. What's really cool is you're seeing a theme here, because as we get into the catalog, there are also suites to make cards and 3D items as well. So pretty cool how they've done this. They're pretty clever about that. But I didn't get them done in time. I really wanted to get all of the kits designed and be able to show you today, but time just got away from me. It was crazy. And I thought I was going to do them at my dad's while I was visiting him, and it just didn't happen. We just kept pretty busy. This stuff here, I wanted to show you. These are what Stampin' Up! Would call quick and easy options. And I did get this stuff. So I wanted to show you guys really quick. This is the Memories and More. I think, yeah, Memories and More. It's called Days Like This. And it's a card pack. So if you like to do pocket page scrapbooking, we do have a 6x9 album. I think it's the size. And anyway, just to show you really quick, they are beautiful. I think we get like 6 of each in here. So if you want to cut them up, I've actually used them to make cards. So I wanted to show you. I'm like, where did I put my cards? Wanted to show you guys. This one. Okay. So this is from the Memories and More. Isn't that cute? So I didn't even do any stamping. I cut this out of one of the cards itself. And then this is one of the 3x4 cards. They come in 3x4 and 4x6. Actually, I think this is even, yeah, this is one of the cards as well, in a 4x6. And then we have cards and envelopes, which, did they list them here? I don't think so. But in the online store, you can find these. They're Memories and More card pack and envelopes, and they will fit the 4x6 perfectly. So they're a little bit larger than our normal medium envelopes, our A2 size cards. And then there's this one here that I made as well with these cards. You can see from one of the cards in the pack here. Isn't that cute? And there was absolutely no stamping, which I kind of like. It's kind of it's free, free. How do I want to put this? Freeing, I should say, to be able to make some very quick, easy cards. Okay, let's see, what else I want to show you guys here. Then we get into this. Okay, this is really fun too. Let me see, it's easier to show this pack of paper, the 6x6 called Love Notes paper pack, because they have, oh my gosh, speaking of making, I did not cut those. Making easy cards. Let me show you something here. I know I probably keep fading in and out, don't I? Because I keep talking and turning away. Okay. So here's a couple of cards that I made using the Love Note 6x6 pack of paper. What's really cool, I love that they're giving us templates now to use for card layouts and also one for scrapbooking if you decide to branch out and do your own thing with your scrapbooking layouts. But with that, on this page here, they're also showing us the mix and match products that we have for the spring. So let's grab those. Whoops. So you can get just a better look really quick at these. So these are perforated punch out thingamabobs and they're already colored for you. So you don't have to worry about doing that work or doing any die cutting. They're already die cut basically, and they are colored up for you as well. And there's 2 each, I believe, of 3 different pages in this. Yeah. So how easy is that to make some really quick and easy cards? Or maybe you want to have a friend over and they're a little intimidated on what to do with a stamp. These are perfect. So I did make a couple of other cards with these. And then also, before I get those out, I also wanted to show you these. So these would be great either on cards or on scrapbook pages because they're larger. As you can see, they're big, which is kind of cool because they take up a lot of real estate if you're making cards. You just need to add a couple little elements, maybe a ribbon, and you're good. This is called Unforgettable Times Mix and Match. These are called Easter Time Mix and Match. So this is everything kind of Easter and spring. And these are the verbiage. So again, they're really easy to pop out, as you can see, almost too easy. And I've been digging into these just a little bit. But I love them. I think that they're so much fun and just easy. Like, I used to think, oh, geez, I'm really like taking the easy way out. I'm kind of cheating, so to speak, on making, whoops, a card. I'm also making a mess here. But I kind of appreciate now being able to time save so I can do more. You know what I mean? Sometimes instead of spending a lot of time, which, you know, I love a card that's been really detailed, but sometimes it's just nice to make some quick things, especially if you just need something in a jiffy, right? These I love as well. This is all part of that pack, and these are in gold. So the accents of the gold, you see that there's like a theme here, right? So you can mix and match with all these other products and beautiful designer series papers. So there's that. And I thought there was something else I was going to show you. Oh yeah, the stickers. Got to show you guys the stickers. So these are the Softest Spring Mix and Match Puffy Stickers. 166, 980, 986. I think I need new glasses. I'm having a hard time seeing. Anyway, I think these are really cool, and I made some cards with these as well. Let me get those for you. In fact, I'm going to grab, let's see, all of this stuff. There we go. So I got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so let's find, oh, here's another, using the Memories and More. And here is one using, I'm kind of back and forth here, aren't I? The Love Notes 6x6. So we have this one, we have this one, we have this one. I brought the pack over too so I can show you guys because it'll be easier to show you. But there's a lot of elements that you can cut out of this paper. It might look kind of weird in the catalog, but it's really cool for some really quick and easy card making. Now, as far as this stuff on this side of the catalog, with the Unforgettable Times Mix and Match, and I also use the Easter Time Mix and Match for this one. So there's absolutely no stamping. These note cards and envelopes have a little texture on them, if you notice that. Those are in the online store as well. And I can't remember the item number on it, and I should have written it down. But they're also found in the annual catalog of Stampin' Up. And then there's this one here. Again, I use the Unforgettable Time Mix and Match, and also the Easter Time Mix and Match. Absolutely no stamping. Also, some of the puffy stickers are on that as well. Isn't that cute? Let's see, the rest of these are for the stamp set, so we'll save those for now. And let me show you this paper here. So I'll show you what I mean. So you can cut sections of this. So one side just has a pattern, a nice subtle pattern. The other side has these elements. So you can cut, mix, and match. I'm not going to show everything, but just to give you guys an idea, I just think that these are so cute. So what a cool way. And you can layer them with cardstock, make them your own, do a little more foo-foo to them. But, oh, and check out the back side of this one too. That is so cute. Of course, that's one of my faves. And the little camera, I love that. And just hearts and things. And then mixing, matching with some stamping. Or not, you know, if you just want to do quick cards with these. But there's like a gazillion little elements in this pack of paper. It's really cool. And then here's like this one here. See if I can pull out another one here. But the palette of colors too are really, really pretty. Oh, check that out. That's really pretty. And then we have this. Happy Heart Day. That's cool. And then even on the back side. So I guess there is some elements on the opposite side. So if you don't like what's on this side, you can use this side. So there's got to be a gazillion different ways you can use this paper as far as mixing and matching the different patterns and things that are in this. So once again, here's a card I made with it. And another card. And this one here. Cute. So cute. Love it. Okay, so that gives you guys a better idea. And that's what this is all about. Just to give you a better idea of what there is. Because sometimes when we look at things in the catalog, it is really hard to really get a good look at them. And I know that they try their best, but sometimes it's just hard to photograph this stuff to get a full, I don't know, idea of what it is. Okay, let's go onward. This here, Reason to Celebrate. I'm going to pull this up here. Let's see here. Reason to Celebrate. Here we go. So this has got a cool font to it. It almost reminds me of kind of like a retro font in some respects, doesn't it? And I love this. I love stamp sets like this because you can get a lot of mileage out of a stamp set like this. With all the different mix and match of the sentiments. And this is going to be good forever, right? I mean, I think it's timeless. And I made some cards, so I thought I would show you. Actually, this script, this is from the holiday book. I believe that these carried over, these dies, which I really love. And I forgot the name of them, but they're in the holiday mini that just expired. But like I said, I think that this die set's still online. Anyway, so I made this card here with Reason to Celebrate. And then I used some of those punch outs on the previous page and just did one stamp sentiment. That's it. That's the only stamping I did on the card. And then this card here. They may look familiar. If you guys have your catalog with you, I did case some of these cards because I used my catalog as an idea book as well. So if you get hung up on how to use something that you've purchased, look, well, of course, Pinterest, but look in your catalog because they're an idea book as well. This one I thought was a lot of fun. Very easy, like no time, put it together. Here's one you may have seen if you're friends with me on Facebook. St. Patrick's card, kind of fun. Super easy. An Easter card. And I did this as anniversary, but you could have done it as like a birthday or, you know, or just celebrate. that type of thing. So that's reason to celebrate. And like I said, I love stamp sets like this, and it's only $20, which is a good price point on that. Let's see. I'm trying to kind of sort of put these back in order because I'm going to put them out on display as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? I'm going to put these back. All right. Next, Happy Valentine's Day. So this is just a single stamp set. We'll get this one out so you guys can take a peeky at it. Let's see. I just got this one. Oh, what did I do with it? Well, it's hiding on me. But anyway, I'll show you a couple of cards that I made with it. Maybe I should just do that because you're seeing everything in the book anyway. So let's find the cards. And I tried really hard to put the cards in order with the catalog, but okay. So here is one that gives you the idea, and it's just like I said, the big sentiment, which is Valentine's Day, and it's 166903. And then this card here, which I really like. This one I cased from Amy Condors. I love her work. I love her. They're like just the right amount of stuff on a card. So I was like, I really want to use that stamp. What am I going to do? And I just searched online. So that's what I made with those so far. But I love those, like I said, the big font stamps that you don't have to do a whole lot with your card. Then we get into Lovely and Beautiful. This is a double suite of product. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me get the swatch from the Designer Series paper, which is this right here. Isn't that pretty? Like, I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. It has the accents of gold, so it's designated as a specialty Designer Series paper. So it's on the higher end at $16.50 for the pack. But oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So like I said, it's a double suite of product. So pull that up here for you guys to take a peeky at. And look at these dies. That right there, I have fallen in love with because they nest within each other. They are so cool. Let's go ahead. I'm going to pull, see here, Beautifully Celebrated because it's actually right in front. And I want to show you those dies because I think these are going to be pretty popular. Let's see here. These right here. How fun is that? And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some samples that I have made using these items. Hopefully I can find them pretty quickly. Let's see. I should have had these all out and in stacks, but I didn't. Okay, so be all of this. All right. And I think up to here. All right, let's show you guys some samples with this double suite. And once again, it's Simply Beautiful and Beautifully Celebrated. There's a lot of lovelies and beautifuls and all that stuff. Like the designer paper is gorgeous. So here's some cards that I've made with it. A lot of these I used a blending, helps if they're right side up, a blending brush to color them so I didn't have to spend a lot of time at coloring them, which I am loving. I think that that looks so pretty and very classy. I've used the gold foil a little bit. And then here are the those dies to show how they nest within each other beautifully. And there's this card here. And this card here. Again, using just blending brushes. Didn't want to spend a lot of time getting too detailed. And I think it's really pretty to do it that way. And this card here. By the way, these are part of the suite. Let me grab those because I almost forgot about them. How could I forget about those? Whoops. And also, just a reminder, you can buy these new envelopes from Stampin' Up! In the online store so that they match the packaging of our stamps and dies. So these are gold accented with vellum. So for the things that are like open, like the leaves, you could color this with your stamping blends. Those markers, the alcohol-based markers, work beautifully with vellum because they dry almost instantly onto the vellum. And then you can layer your color. So I always say start light and then work in the color if you want it more intense. But they're really pretty to color. I did not on these. I left them as is because I was kind of lazy. But yeah. And then the dies also have some layering here. So if you want to do leaves, and this is where the old olive comes into effect as far as the two-tone cardstock and layering the light and dark. And this is, again, old olive. And the fresh freesia that I've done the dark and light with the two-tone cardstock, playing with it a little bit. Whoops. And it helps if this one was right side up, too. I got looking at the flower and didn't even realize I was showing you a card upside down. But anyway, and this again is one of those dies that I use for the background. That's a lot of fun. And like I said, that paper is just absolutely gorgeous. So today I had to order more. I needed more because I don't want it to run out on me. That would make me really sad. So I'm like, oh, I got to get it. Because I know it's going to be something everybody's going to love. They're going to fall in love with it. And then it won't be available for a while. Then I'll be like wishing I had. Okay, the next suite of products. So all the suites are on the front of the book. So we first had the the scrapbooking. Then we had some of the simple stuff for the simple card making. And now we're getting into the suites of product, which offer all the things. Oh, the other thing I want to show you too. And again, I forgot to get the ribbon out, but where are those? Did I use them all? Oh, they're in with the class stuff for Thursday. So I'm just going to show you guys these. I'm not going to bother digging them out, but they are that blingy. They are beautiful. They did photograph that really well. So there's a lot of ideas in here with that suite of products. Since it's a double suite, they really put a lot of emphasis on it. And wow, I mean, check out that cute box. So you could give your cards in to a friend or a family member. Then, of course, we have Valentine's Day. Like, this is right up my alley. I love holidays like Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, and Christmas. Because you can always make things that include chocolate with all those holidays. So, hey, you know. So, I love the samples that were in the book. So, naturally, I use them to help me get my creative mojo flowing. There is one bundle. The dies are super cute. And then we also have, I wanted to show you guys these. I know I showed them at the unboxing, but since we're going through the catalog, I wanted to show you these because I think they are so cool. This could last you a while. Even if you're making a lot of shaker cards, you could still, there's a lot of stuff in this little container. Just make sure that when you're done using it, you do close it and put it away. I almost had this all over my floor. So these are called the Loose Valentine's Assortment. They are just the coolest things. And what I've done is I've used the individual hearts out of here and glued them on a card. Or I've also made a shaker card. And I do have, oh, and there's the bubble bath ribbon too. I needed to order more of that because I ran out of that. Then we also have the polka dot bags that I forgot to grab as well. Oh my goodness, I forgot a lot of stuff. And this embossing folder is super cute. I think I used that on one of the cards. So let's grab those. And I'll show you guys a few things here. So this is a shaker card. I put it, it looks funny because I put it in a clear envelope, and I also used a clear envelope to do the the quick and easy method of making a shaker card. So it looks really funky because I put it inside another clear envelope. But so it's really tight in there, so they're not wanting to shake. But this is a shaker card. And then we have, how come all these are upside down? And then there's this card here. I love the arrow die. I think it's so cool. This card here. This was made by Kathy Miller, by the way. And this card was made by Judy Tuttle. I have to remember this because I've been in some swaps where we've used these already. This was made by Monica Gilberti. This card is really cool too, and I forgot who made this one. I think it was Jeannie Nielsen. I'm not absolutely positive. And this is Greta McDonald who made this card, and she did a shaker card. Isn't that fun? I like that one a lot. This I thought was really cool because they made their own designer series paper out of just the stamps instead of using the designer series paper itself. And that was Barb Mulliken. And then this card here was made by Kelly Atcherson. Isn't that cute? I love that she used the die. There's a die in there that will cut out these little hearts. And you could always save these and use them on a different card as well. But I love the way she used the smaller arrow on the big heart. I think that that's really cool and very different. And then there's this card here by Lori Krause. Very cute. She's downstate Michigan. This I was playing with because for those of us who are demonstrators, I'm a member in a group for generally all Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. It's called DPP is what we call it for short. We'll just put it that way. So when you become a demonstrator, you automatically get invited to this group. And it's kind of like Pinterest on steroids. That's just all Stampin' Up! Ideas. It's amazing. But anyway, my DDM, Shannon West from home office, she was playing with watercolor. So one day I decided to sit and play with watercolor, which is the card that you've seen with the Happy New Year was just watercolor. I was messing around. This was another one that I decided to do. It's not really my style, but I thought I would try something different. And I think it came out okay. But I used the stamp set and I did the aqua painter coloring with the ink refills and then stamped it in Memento Black. Here's another card that I cased right from the catalog over here because I loved it so much I needed one of my own. And by the way, I don't know if you can see, but that is the embossing folder with the little hearts all over it. Isn't that cute? Had to have that. And then here's another beautiful card that I cased from Amy. Here's a fun one I cased from the catalog. You get the idea. I mean, why not? Here's another idea I got from the catalog. And I just was using that, you know, like cut, stamp, blah, stack and shuffle. Say that again, Dawn. But anyway, just playing around with that. And again, I used those little embellishments. So the hearts and the little itty bitty envelope. I think that that's so cute. Just adorable. This was by Kim Williams. It's a swap card. And this was a swap card made by Kim Allen. So I got a lot with Valentine's Day, which of course, you know, is just something that I personally love so much. So I have a lot to display for Thursday's catalog kickoff in person. Okay, so let's go onward. Whoops, I'm not going to put those there because they're going to timber all over. Oh, here's something else. So I know we did a Facebook Live on these, so I decided to use the Made with Love products on this waterfall card idea. So I just thought I'd show you guys this because I forgot about this. I put this in there and I made it the same time I was doing my live on this, which was last month. It seems forever ago. But I just wanted to show you this, and I made these into pockets on either side here, putting gift cards in there. And even if you only want to do, you know, half gift cards and, I don't know, maybe little notes or something in there for your special someone. But I have made that with this suite of product as well. And then, whoops, I also made one with the previous So I wanted to show you this one too, because I forgot. It was stuffed in the back there of all these cards. So this was made with the double suite of product that we were just looking at too. And so this is a little bit more on the side of wedding or bridal shower, something like that. This is the Beautifully Celebrated, so I just thought I would show you that as well. So again, I made these into pockets, the pull tab, so it has the waterfall for the gift cards, that kind of thing. All right, let's go onward here and show you guys more. There's more. What time is that? I'm like losing track of time. But anyway, are you guys taking notes? Are there things that you're loving already? I know there's just so much. It's overwhelming. It really is. There's a cool thing to do with your brayer with the, what is that called? I cannot remember the name of that. Hearts of Love 3D embossing folder. But I love that idea. And these bags, do I have them handy? I don't. But anyway, they're more like they're not flat on the bottom. And I know my brain doesn't work this way, so I need to be visual and have somebody show me. But they're like a narrowed, like a bread bag. And then what they did is they cut it to make it a flat bottom bag, which I think is really clever. So yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there who goes, oh, Dawn, that's so easy, but my brain can't figure it out. I tried it and I mutilated a bag. I was like, well, I think I'll wait on that and I'll see someone else do that first. So here is Easter Joy. It's another suite of product. And of course, as you can see, it is all about Easter. So this is, oh my gosh, this is so cute too. Like just way too many cute things. And the dies are really cool. I'm going to show you guys some fun things that I've done with those. Also the embellishment. Let me grab those. They are adorbs. They are itty bitty eggs that have like printed stuff on them. Isn't that cute? So that is part of the suite, along with this beautiful ribbon. I have to show you guys this. Like, I'm in love with the gingham ribbon. Isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. So that's part of it as well. And what else? Oh, this. So let me show you guys the paper. Although some of the paper, it was hard to show on, what did I do with it? On these thingamabobbies that I made. Easter Joy. Okay. So here is the designer series paper. Now there are a couple of sheets. If you guys are familiar with our annual catalog, and there's a pack of paper with the turtles, and they have like, I don't know, it's like card fronts. I don't know how else to explain it. You'll see in a minute, where you can just cut them out. The whole background's all set, and then you can add to it and make it your own. So that's why this looks a little goofy here. But anyway, so this is front and back of each of 6 pieces of the DSP. And it is a specialty designer series paper, so it's at the price point of $16.50. How cute is that though, right? And the paper's a little different. It has a weird, I don't know, a weird texture to it. I don't want to say, it's like heavier. And it has like a sheen to it, like a, I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, these are the colors that are featured in it. And then there's also this other, what are they calling this? Pleasant Patterns Designer Series paper, which is $166.950. It's $10. And I think that there's, what is it, 1 or 2 sheets? Yeah, 2 sheets of each. So I wanted to show you those. So these are the 3 patterns in this pack to give you a better view of it. This is one of my favorites. I've used almost all of this, so I had to order another pack of it. But so springy, right? And then the accents of gold here, which I think is really pretty. So I'm going to show you some cards that I've made with this. Grab them up here. It's like I'm getting everything kind of mixied up a bit. Let me see. There. Sorry. Let's see here. Okay. So here's a swap card from one of my team members. Her name's Dawn as well. And she made this beautiful card here. I love the Easter eggs. This is so cute. And that little Easter bunny in the basket. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So this is one of those elements I was talking about that you cut out from the 12 by 12 sheets. So I used that as my focal point along with some of the dies, which I think are so super cute. So basically the only stamping that I did is Happy Easter on the bottom here. Everything else was either die cut or the designer series paper. Here's another fun card that I made. I used a couple of the stamps to make it as a background, so it wasn't just plain pretty and pink paper. I thought that was kind of fun. Give you guys a close-up of that. And then the little Easter guy holding his carrot and some of that beautiful designer series paper. This is one of my favorite patterns right here, the stripes. Now what you can do, there's a die that will cut out I think like 6 or 8 strips at once. So if you want different colors on your Easter basket, you would have to run it through for, you know, one time minimum for each color that you're wanting to weave through your basket. But it's a lot of fun, but I have to say the one thing about this, if you choose to weave your cardstock through, the first couple go really well. And then of course, as you add additional strips of cardstock, it gets a little tighter. By the 4th one, it's a little bit of a challenge. So you need a little patience with it, but it's so well worth it, right? I mean, look at that. That is the cutest little Easter basket. I love it. And the really pretty balmy blue, I believe it is, ribbon that I was just showing you. So much fun. And again, I weaved the basket and I used the dies for the flowers here and stamped the background with a tulip. Here's another fun one, and with the accent of that other specialty paper that you can get in this suite of product, which is right here. Isn't that fun? So cute. And this one was made by Lori Krause. So this is a swap card. I love what she did with it, with the mixing of the patterns. And this one was made by Karen Titus. And she used some of that beautiful gold accent along with the stripes. Actually, she used all 3 of those from that pack. Very, very cute. Okay. Onward. Let's see here. I want to make sure I'm not squishing anything in that big container of cards. Okay, what is next? So as you can see, here's a good explanation of those backgrounds. So this is another background that you can cut. The only thing that they really did is they added the sentiment, the bunny, and a die cut, and that one as well, and that one as well. So very, very cute. And then if you are very creative, you can make a little box, cut 2 of the baskets out and make it as a 3D. So you can put in a little chocolate bunny and some jelly beans in there as well. I love this. I think this is so cute. I need to get measurements to make this little box because I'm definitely going to do that. That is right up my alley. It says Dawn all over it. This is also really cute too, what they did with the egg carton, yeah, and made it into these looking like big eggs in there. I think that's so clever. This one here I wasn't really sure about. And then of course I'm with a group of ladies and we do those bundles of the month. This is what January's bundle of the month is featuring, is Nature Walk. So I totally was overlooking this, and I really didn't even have it on my radar to purchase. But when we chose this one to do for the bundle of the month for January, I was like, oh, I guess I better get that. I need that. And after I got it home, I was really thankful that I did, because for, I don't know whatever reason, it just wasn't striking me right. But as I got into it and started looking at the designer paper, oh my gosh, it is so pretty. So let me show you guys the sampler that I have of the paper. So here it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. And they even show, if you have gotten your catalog, by the way, if you need a catalog, you don't already have a demonstrator that you're working with, let me know and contact me, direct message me, and we'll figure it out to get one to you. I'll need you to pay for postage, but we can get one to you. Anyway, here are the coordinating colors here. Then there's also a specialty paper. So there's a bundle and these cute little embellishments, which I'll grab right now so I don't forget. So they coordinate nicely with it. Aren't those cool? And also there's this paper here, and then there's also Night of Navy ribbon. Let me grab that as well. So here's the Night of Navy ribbon. Isn't that pretty? And then there's also this like specialty paper. What is this called? I cannot remember. Oh my goodness, so many things. Natural Hues 12 by 12 specialty textures specialty paper. It's 166,929. So the back side, I wanted to show these to you guys because it's a heavy, it's heavier than our normal designer paper, and it has, I don't know if you can see, yeah, there we go, texture to it. And it, of course, perfectly coordinates with the Paca Designer Series paper. And I love the texture, and it almost reminds me of like, if you've ever made your own paper, it almost has that like substance to it, kind of. It's hard to explain, but it's super cool. And I used it on some cards. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some cards because I got quite a few samples with this. And like I said, the funny thing is, this was not on my radar, and it's one of that I have the most samples of already. Isn't that crazy? So this one here was, it's a swap card that I just received yesterday, and this was made by Kay Cogbill. I like what she did with that. And the cool thing is, this is kind of, it has a masculine touch to it. And I like the sentiment, you're a great guy, and you make me smile. So it's just like, I don't know, a little bit more. I have a hard time making masculine cards. I'm all about the foo-foo. I'm a foo-foo girl. So it's a little harder for me to go the other direction to make him a little bit more tough guy. I don't know. But I don't know if you guys have that problem. I do. But anyway, so I like that this is all about that, and just with everything coordinating so nicely, it was so easy to be able to make some of these masculine cards. This one here is really pretty. This was made by Angie Leach. And let's see here. This one I love. This was made by Kristen Conant. And there was several that she made because we're in a swap group together. So this is another beautiful card that she created. And this one here. And this one here. Isn't that great? I love the colors, the blues, the greens. In fact, if you guys, for those of you who are on my team, this is the creative challenge that we have for this month, our blues and greens. So this would be a great thing to lean on when we're doing our creative challenge, right? And then there's this card here. I love that they just took the die and used the designer paper in that one. I want to make sure that I'm not missing. Oh, and this one was made by Kathy Rettenmeyer, one of my team members. I love the way she did that. And this here, this using some of that beautiful, like handmade almost paper in there. I think that's so cool. That texture on the card just makes it extra special. And there's this card here. And I think I made also this card here. So I used the die, but pop this up. So it gave it kind of like a window kind of look. I don't know what you want to call it, or depth to the card. This one here. Again, using that really cool paper from this pack right there. Another card here. And this card here. And this one, I think, no, that was one I made. I'm like, is that a swap card? Did I make that card? So many cards. Anyway, so there's a lot of inspiration there for you as far as Nature's Symphony goes. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. In fact, as you look further, it shows how the artist at Stampin' Up! Was designing and making this paper, because they actually use like oil paints and all that fun stuff to make these papers. So she was using that little dauber there. I don't think I'd have the patience for that, but thanks to her, we have beautiful paper. And just looking again at the beauty of the paper and making into the products, so gorgeous. And this here, the spritzing, this was something that was I did a long time ago, and I hadn't. This is a little squirrel moment. So in the demonstrator group that I'm in on Facebook, we did this one night. I did it using the Endless Love bundle, or the Made with Love suite, and used that as backgrounds. And I used, what was it here? I still have it because it's messy as all get out. We're going to do this for card class. So Evelyn, you're going to be working with spritzers. You just have to, I have to make sure that nobody sprays themselves in the face, because that would be bad, especially with real red, right? Ooh, that's not so easy to get out of clothes, even though they're water-based. So I believe this is Pretty in Pink. It was water, but now there is alcohol and ink refill in these, Pretty in Pink and Real Red. So I tried that technique, and it was actually a lot of fun. So I'm like, oh, we need to do this for card class. So next week, we're going to be doing a little bit of that. I was going to say, so bring your apron or wear a garbage bag or something to protect your clothes, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, the next one, Cute as a Bug. So I really wanted to make, why not? Yeah, something that maybe in case you have an oops moment, I mean, just in case. It's not going to be that bad. I have something we're going to spray into. I'm going to use some boxes from older boxes from like the kits that we'll use to spray the cardstock into, so we don't get it all over. But you never know. There might be an oops moment. I almost sprayed it. Well, I did spray it on my pajamas that night. So yeah. Thank goodness that they're burgundy colored pajamas. This is such a cute, sweet product. At first I wasn't sure about it. The more I looked at it, I was like, you know what? I have to order this. So it's called Cute as a Bug. The bundle is called Sweet Bugs, and it has a lot of dies that accompany it. And what's really cool are the dies will cut out a lot of the images in the designer series paper. So if you're a person who does not like to color, me, this is a great way to go, because you can make some beautiful cards and not have to color at all. But if you do love to color, then you also have the option with the stamp set. This ribbon is really cool. I'm going to grab it here. It's Rick Rack. I like Rick Rack. And it's very flexible. It's soft. It's like cotton. I just love it. And it ties beautifully. I wasn't sure if it would with it, with it being Rick Rack ribbon, but it does make bows really well. And we also have these little guys. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. So check these out. Those little itty bitty ladybugs and those clear sparkly dots. adorable. So that's part of the suite as well. And then as far as the designer paper, you find that sampler here. There we go. All right. Cute as a bug. So it doesn't have any of the gold accents or anything like that in it. So it's a pack that is 12 by 12, $12.50. There's the item number for it. And here's the paper. It's adorable. Like, I just love it. This is my favorite. It reminds me of going on a picnic, which is kind of what the whole theme is, and quilting too. It has that feel of like quilting in it as well. I love it. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun. These cute little bugs. How can you not smile, right? Let me show you. I have a couple of samples of that one here somewhere. Okay, there's this one, this one, this one, this one. All right. Cute as a bug. So this was a swap card. This was made by Laura Milligan. Isn't that adorbs? I love it. Using the Rick Rack ribbon even. This one was made by Darla Watson. She used one of my favorite patterns. And this one here I made. I cased this from Connie Babbert, I believe. And then this one, Evelyn Matthews made. I just think, oh, it's so sweet, isn't it? I love it. And she took the dies and cut the images out of the designer series paper. So I have just a few. I want to play with this more, but again, it's like time, right? Like so many fun things. But anyway, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so cute. And they give a lot of awesome samples in the book. I love this one in particular. I think it's so cool. And this one. Give even more ideas here as they show you the dies that will cut the little critters out of the paper so you don't have to color. And again, this is another one of those packs of paper where there's elements where you can cut them and use them as backgrounds for cards to make your paper crafting even simpler. Pretty nice. Love that. Absolutely love that. And here's where they made some jars. So stinking cute, right? Look at the cookie box. I'd love to have a box of cookies delivered that way. Very cool. Okay, Beach Boardwalk. This one is gorgeous. I have to say, this is kind of like Nature's Walk. I wasn't really sure about it. Like, I love it. I think it's really cute. I have not gotten it. I did get the designer series paper, and I did get the, let me see here. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe. I was going to say the puffy stickers. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Odd. I really thought I did. But anyway, let's show you the sampler for Beach Boardwalk. And again, this coordinates with a scrapbook kit, as I was showing you guys earlier. Oops, put this back. And they are really cute. There's puffy stickers. I'm going to show you that up close here. And then the dies are pretty stinking cute. I don't know. This will probably end up in my cart. I know it, because I'll see people creating with this even more, and then I'm going to fall in love with it. But Beach Boardwalk is a 12 by 12 pack of paper. There are no fancy like gold foil in it or anything like that, so it's $12.50, and there's the item number for it. But I love the colors in it. It is a lot of fun and very beachy, and I live just 8 miles from Lake Michigan and the beach. So, I mean, we don't have a Ferris wheel at our beach, but other than that, it just reminds me, you know, summer vibes, warm weather. I'm so looking forward to that. But anyway, here are the colors that are in the designer series paper featured in this pack of DSP. And like I said, puffy stickers and just really cute, just a lot of fun. And then here's a couple of other fun samples and using the blending brushes to do some beautiful backgrounds. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Now, those were all of the suites of product. So we've gotten through the simple stamping, the scrapbooking, the suites. Now we have bundles. I don't have some of this stuff. And the thing is, I was really hoping to get some more samples because I'm in a swap where some of these ladies signed up for these bundles and I just didn't get them quite yet. So another time I'll be showing them to you and sharing them. But I do love this one, the Sunshine and Tulips, even though I didn't get it. But just south of here is Holland, Michigan. And for those of you who are familiar with Dutch and Holland and all that stuff, are familiar with tulips. And we have a tulip festival that's about an hour and a half from here. And it's gorgeous. And there's tulips everywhere. And that's what this reminds me of. I think it is really cute. And I love the samples that they came up with to put into the catalog. But I don't have anything to show for that. I do have a couple things with Woolly Friends. The cool thing is, and I want to show you guys, that reminds me. So if you decide to order these bundles, so they come with either a stamp set and dies or a stamp set and a punch. You'll see on the right-hand side, the stamp set, the item number, and then either the dies or the punch. If you look in here, and I know people miss this all the time. I'm always catching it. I'm going, wait a minute, order it together. If you wanted these two, don't order them separate. Order them together. So look for the number where it includes both together and you'll get 10% off. Okay. Just wanted to let you know. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Like, where did it go? So this is the Woolly Friends Builder Punch, and it works perfectly with the Woolly Friends stamp set. And I love punches. I think that they're great. It's just that when you do stamp this stuff, I've learned you need to be familiar with the punch. When you're stamping this stuff, look to see what you need as far as items go, because when you're punching, and if you're just wanting, let's say, the sheep body, then you want to make sure that you're not stamping something right to the right of it if you're going to punch this piece out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to need this stuff. And these stamps aren't connected to all match together at once. I hope that that makes sense, what I'm trying to say, because you're stamping these individually and you might not get them perfectly like they are on your punch. So just make sure when you're using certain elements in your stamp set that you're leaving room for what you've stamped and what you need to punch. Otherwise, you could be stamping some other things and all of a sudden you're realizing, oh shoot, I didn't leave enough room, and this is punching into the next like sheep body that I stamped. That's one thing that I've learned with the builder punches. Let me see here. I have a couple of samples for you guys on this one that's so cute. Just a matter of finding it. Let's see here. There's this one. Okay. This is a swap card that I just received. Isn't that cute? So she incorporated the Endless Love bundle along with Woolly Friends, and this was made by Janet Holmes. And then this one I cased, I think from Connie. Again, I love her style, and I just needed something where I could just put something together quick. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I use the Cute as a Bug, that suite of product, that designer series paper for the grass, if you want to call it that. I think that, I thought I had another one, but you know, I guess not. So we will continue on. But I just wanted to talk about the punch, and that's why I made sure I had it out and available to show you guys. And again, here's another bundle. I did not get this yet, and someone in our group signed up for it. So I was excited to get some samples, but they're not here yet. But I do love the samples that they made for this bundle, and it's very cool. But you know, at some point you just have to say, okay, I have enough stuff. Yeah, says nobody ever, right? And then there is this bundle here. And again, remember, look for the item number down here if you guys want both of these. It just makes sense to save 10%. But anyway, I have some samples of this, gears and textures. Let me show you those. Oh, here's a card. These were sneaking. Okay. I did get one card with the last suite, Boardwalk. So here's a card. I think that is so cute. I thought I had one, but I couldn't figure out where it went. But anyway, so I wanted to show you that. And she used the puffy stickers on it too. Isn't that cute? Okay. Distracted again, I know. So these cards were made by Kristen Conant. Again, she's part of a swap group that I'm in, so she signed up for this bundle. I love the colors chosen here. I think that that's so cool, so earthy. Isn't that fun? And then this one here, I think it's really clever. And a birthday card. I love the gears. Like I said, I'm just like so tempted. I'm like, oh man, I wasn't going to get this. But it is really cool. And it kind of gives me Tim Holtz vibes. If you guys know, you know. And let's see, what else? Oh, I didn't get to play with this, but let me show you something with this one. Whoops. I was going to leave the cards on the edge of my table, but they looked like they were going to fall. That would have been bad. Let me see if I have a sample of the paper. Square snippets. So this is really cool. Karen Petterman, I think is her name, who now is with Stampin' Up. She was previously with Close to My Heart. So she does a lot of the scrapbooking stuff at home office. So she was talking to us about the how do I want to put this? The reason why they did this particular pack of paper. Actually, there's two. There's another one we're going to take a peek at too. But this one's called Square Snippets. It's part of a bundle. So I'm going to show you that. I'm getting ahead of myself again. It's very cool. As far as to use on either cards or scrapbook pages. So here's some samples of cards made with it. But also, this is cool. I love this. In fact, for those of you who like to make samplers, right here, a 12 by 12 sampler. Wouldn't that be cute? And then adding some family photos or you and your friends or whatever. But what's really cool about this, and I know it's not going to show it here, there are different sizes of squares. There's like, I think 2 by 2s, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, and you can slice and dice these so that you have like these little elements. So whether you're using it on a card or a scrapbook page or whatever you're doing with your paper crafting, you have all of these cute little mix and match elements for your stuff. I just think it's a really cool concept. And then along with that, there is another, I think, or maybe it was, let me see here. I might be getting ahead of myself. Okay, this is also in our mini catalog. So you'll find it obviously online. It's called Mixed Up Patterns, and I think it's in a couple more pages. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's okay. Because I just want to show how, sorry, I was looking for something. getting distracted. So anyway, these can kind of mix and match with that other pack of designer series paper called Mixed Up Patterns. There's the item number for it. And just some fun basics for all of your card making. So no matter what it is, I love the mixed up patterns, so to speak, that go with different things and themes that are in the products that we have available right now, which I think is really cool. And these are the colors that are coordinated in that designer paper. And then once again, I'm going to find the other one. Maybe. I'm like, where did I just put it? Here it is. So as you guys can see, kind of fun together, right? I mean, totally mixing and matching. Kind of like the way I dress. I love to mix and match patterns and colors and all of that stuff. So that was, I guess, the concept of this whole thing with these 2 packs of paper and what she was talking about with mixing and matching your patterns and having fun with it and with color in general. All right, let's go to Greenery Lane. Another one I did not get, but I do have some really fun samples for you guys. So let's grab those. In the annual catalog, we have some washi tape where it's a bigger die. So it cuts out a whole bunch of elements at once, a bunch of little flowers and things, which I kind of wish that they would have done for this. They have the dies, but they're individual dies. And with the washi tape, it's a little, I don't know what we want to call it, slippery. So you need to have like a post-it note or, I don't know, something like that. Don't mind me. I'm here. I'm just looking for a couple of samples here. Where did they go? Okay, I think I found them. I'm going to grab all of these, I think. Because eventually, whoa, that almost fell. That would have been really bad. Okay. So these are swap cards. These were made by Candy Rattray. And this is featuring Greenery Lane. So anyway, like I was saying, these scoot around a little because this is a little, I don't know, slickery. So you'd want to have like a post-it note or maybe some like painter's tape or something like that that peels off easily to make sure that the dies stay in place. Or maybe you have a magic mat that you can grab on like scrapbook.com. And that can be used in our die machine. I have one. And that might help to hold them in place. But anyway, let's see some samples here. And this was another one. It was not on my radar. But you know what's getting me are it's the font and the sentiments in it. I really, really love it. And here she mixed up with Nature's Walk. Isn't that pretty? Same with this, too. She used that same paper. And look at this one. And that embossing folder. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I don't think we passed it yet, but I almost missed it when I did a pre-order. It's gorgeous, and I'll try to point it out here. And here again, isn't that pretty? I love it. I love that font. So pretty. And another one. Okie dokie. Oops, actually, I had another card here by Carrie Todd with the Cute as a Bug. And she just used a flower. I think that's what it was. Anyway, anywho, let's see. These I want to save, put aside. That one we did show. Okay. Oh my goodness. We're almost to the end. I promise. Anyway, I think that these are really cool. They turned out really nice. So then they talk about a little bit in this section here about the scrapbooking. And this is more for like if you want to go on your own. You're not particularly fond of maybe the kit, the scrapbooking kit, but you want to do some scrapbooking with it. Or you want to also branch off and do some additional pages. So this is where you can buy the scrapbook paper, which is 12 by 12. They have an additional stamp set that coordinates, this one coordinates with Made with Love Sweet. which I think is really cool because you can mix and match that with your card making or scrapbooking. And I'll show you a sample of the scrapbook page that they did design with it. Also with the packs of paper that are in the back here with the scrapbooking, you'll get a sheet of the cardstock stickers. This is also included in the scrapbooking kits. This is just if you want additional. Then we also have the two-tone cardstock that they've put into color families of what coordinates with the paper, I guess, if that makes sense. So you can purchase a two-tone cardstock as 12 by 12 and get that, which is kind of cool for either your card making or scrapbooking, honestly, because I love the two-tone cardstock, like you guys seen on the cards at the beginning with the lovely arrangements bundle and mixing that fresh freesia. And what was the other color that I used? I can't remember now, but anyway, this again, same concept. This is featuring like that nature walk with all those beautiful cards that we were showing, but this is the scrapbooking version of using some of that and the additional stamp set that you can grab to go with it, which I think is really cool. With me going side-by-side riding every spring, I think that this is going to be a lot of fun to play with all those muddy pictures that I take. And again, you can get, if you decide you don't want or you want to add to the scrapbooking kit that's in the front of the catalog, you can also get the pack of the designer paper and the cardstock stickers. And again, you also have, like I said, the stamp set, which is really cool. It's big, bigger fonts to fill up space on a scrapbook page, unless you want to go ahead and put it on a card, you know, that's up to you. And then also, again, the two-tone cardstock pack, which I think is really pretty with the greens and the blues and a little hint of it looks like, I think, crumb cake in there as well. And again, the same as well with the boardwalk beach time theme. The scrapbooking kit that's in the front of the book. Can you tell I'm getting my mouth is getting tired from talking so much. But anyway, from the front of the book with the scrapbooking kit, again, if you want to go rogue and maybe do a little bit of your own thing or just add to the kits, they have the additional stamp set that's leaned towards scrapbooking, but you could do anything with it. And again, the two-tone cardstock that matches the designer series paper pack beautifully. And then the DSP with the cardstock stickers. So the one thing I've been asked multiple times is, can we just purchase the stickers? I don't need the designer series paper. I'm like, no, unfortunately, if you want the stickers, you have to order all of this together. There's no way of just getting the stickers, because I was really hoping to do that myself. Aha, here we go. So I wanted just to point this out to you guys. Let's see if I can find it here. So there is an embossing folder that's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't want you to miss it because I think it's really cute. And it's got a really cool pattern to it. So this is kind of towards the back of the book. So there's the information on that. And then we have these little guys that are kind of floating around in the back of the book too. Let me show you those. They're very cool. They're sparkly, which of course catches my eye. You know, I like everything that's sparkly. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And in the sunlight, they look even better. So those are kind of fun. But they kind of like stuck them in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, that's kind of weird. So don't miss out on those if you like embellishments and embossing folders. And here is where that paper pack that I was talking about is located. So it's the mixed up patterns, and again, mixing and matching with the other designer series papers, and also with that snippets, the square snippets designer series paper pack as well. So they purposely did the colors to mix and match with the other designer series paper in the catalog, which is pretty cool. And then we have a couple of other standalone stamp sets if you like to dress up so you don't have naked envelopes. This is a really cool set to grab up. I did not get this one. And seashells, if you're into that, that's beautiful too. And this I have one sample of. I really love this one. It reminds me of our property out on the lake. I haven't gotten it yet though, because I was like, okay, I need to put a limit somewhere. But I do want to show you this card. I think it's gorgeous. And it was made with this stamp set. It's called Aspen Grove. This was made by my downline, Lillian A. Collada. And she makes some beautiful things. And I just wanted to share this because it's the only card that I have with it. And I absolutely love it. I love what she did with tearing the paper on it. And those birch trees, right? I used to not like birch trees. I thought they were kind of a pain in the butt because they collect. We had one in our backyard at the end, and it collected these big, ugly ants. I hated it. But they're very pretty trees. I don't know. Had to share that. The other set that I have not gotten, but this I really do like, is called Prayers and Promises. And it's just a standalone stamp set. And then out of the blue, there's that embossing folder that I was talking about as well. It gives an awesome texture to your cards. So if you love 3D embossing folders, you'll want to make sure to put this on your shopping list. And the sentiments in the set are so pretty. And I got 2 swap cards. I believe they're both made by the same. No, they're not. This is made by Janie Becker. And she used the lovely arrangements, that sweet stuff in the front of the book. She used that designer series paper with that beautiful sentiment. And then this one was made by Marianne Grimmer. And again, using that same and the dies, those beautiful flowers, and using a sentiment from this as well. I love it. They have some really pretty sentiments in here. So if you're not really sure what to write into a card for those moments, when they're going through some tough times, it's nice to have the sentiment for the outside and the inside of your card, because there's a lot of times I leave my cards on the inside blank, but this is a really cool set to grab up. And other than that, that's it, you guys. I'm trying to think if there seems like there was something that I'm forgetting. And I'm looking around. Oh, here we go. I didn't show this. So this is designated as, I believe, a online exclusive. So I wanted to show you this really quick. Just a couple. Then I'm going to let you go, because it's getting late. And I still need a voice for my team meeting tonight. But anyway, this is the Splash of Sparkles. And I did show you a little sampler of it. But to give you a better idea, because that's why this is all cut here, I was making the sampler. But what's really cool is you can use these as elements on your page. Cut them out, stamp in them, right? Wouldn't that be cool? So you don't even have to get out the aqua painter. It's already done for you. Then this is the back side of it. It's like, whoa, holy cow. Wasn't expecting that, but it's very, very pretty. So this is a specialty DSP. So it's priced at $16.50. And like I said, I just wanted to show you to get a better feel for it. I believe I did show this during my unboxing, but since we're going through all the things, I thought, why not? And again, this will mix and match with the square snippets and also the mix and match designer paper that we were just looking at in the mini catalog. Isn't that cool? And again, these are some fun elements for sure, like stamping on them or doing some die cutting and use this as a background on part of your card. How cool would that be, right? And then bam, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love pink and orange together. Something about it is so playful. And let's see what else we got here. Orange. And then look at this side. Isn't that fun? So cool. Just very, very fun. And I think there's one more. Almost like a rainbow effect. Right there. And there's the back side. That is really cool. Like, I really dig that. That would be cool for, let me show you, because I cut into this one. But the full 12 by 12 effect here. So this would be really cool for a scrapbook page where you have like one, like 5 by 7 focal point picture. Wouldn't that be neat? And then just gussy it up with maybe some flowers, rainbow of flowers or something. Like, oh yeah. I think I have to hoard this piece for something like that. Anyway, that is everything, you guys. I hope I know that was a lot of stuff. I hope, though, this gives you, as you watch the replay, because I know a lot of people are at work, coming home from work, not used to me being on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is, what time is it now? Oh, my lordy. We've almost been on for 2 hours. I kind of expected that, though. I knew that there was a lot of stuff to go through. But I hope that this helps with the products that you've seen and both the online exclusives, because there's really no publication for it unless you're here with me. I print those. But even then, it's really hard to see the stuff, right? If you go into my online store, there are a lot more photos to give you some direction and to help you out. Also, the same with the mini catalog. So go ahead, visit my store. If you have any questions on anything, don't hesitate. Reach out to me. Once again, just a reminder, for every $50 increment that you spend at the online store of mine, you'll receive a $5 coupon. So let's say you spend $105, you'll get 2 coupons for $5 each. You'll get those emailed from Stampin' Up! Directly. Make sure to keep those emails. Keep them somewhere safe. You're going to find these codes that are like this long, and then you'll copy and paste them in February from February 3rd until the 28th of February. You can then use those coupons, and they're worth $5 each, which is pretty cool. You're also able to still earn Stampin' rewards. So it's like a double good, right? It's a win-win. And also, when you hit the $75 mark, you're able to have the opportunity to purchase the product of the month. And we still have the True Blue Florals, and then we have that new stamp set that I already forgot what it's called. And then also, I reward you with that bundle of the month, which is featuring Nature's Symphony, that beautiful blues and greens and all those colors. So anyway, thanks again for your time. I appreciate you being here. I will see you this coming Sunday for Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. In the meantime, have a great week. Happy shopping, and I'll see you soon. And some of you, I will see at my my in-person catalog kickoff this Thursday. You guys take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.